one has ever told you this, but let me go ahead and tell you. Why don't you try being an adult for once, and maybe it will make your life a lot easier. Johnny Somali's brain is just a smooth chicken breast. That's all it is. You don't get to just call a police station, tell them to drop a charge on you because you want it dropped. We going bad for bad with crimes right now? That's crazy. If you're gonna continue to do crime, maybe stop making sure that it's recorded on stream and video for it to be used against you. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. If you know me, you know who I am. If you don't know me, I am a React content creator. I like to react to different content, whether that be basketball, modern NBA, different basketball creators in general. That is my thing. I also like to react to drama, so TikTok, YouTube, nonsense. So if you like brain rot, I'm the guy for you. And if you like basketball insight, I'm the guy for you. So with that being said, today we're going to be reacting to Atozy. Disrespectful IRL streamer just found out he will get consequences. Now, I believe this is about Johnny Somali, an update on Johnny Somali. We talked about him, I think, about a week ago. I talked about him, reacted to his nonsense, reacted to the shit. So, let's see what Atozy's talking about. Let's see what new shit we got now. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit, and we're going to see what more trouble Johnny Somali got himself into, huh?
As if the streamer couldn't make his own situation worse for himself, he decided to call the police himself and tell them to shut up after he found out they were investigating him for yet another charge.
I'm sorry. Whenever I pause, I have something to say, but my mind just... I needed a second to make sure I comprehended the information that was just given to me, because I am astonished. Dumbfounded even. You called the police and told them to shove it? Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
They're trying to, like, investigate you for causing anxiety. Shut the fuck up, you...
This was...
I'm gonna be honest. If you're in any type of legal trouble, I probably wouldn't call the people investigating you and tell them to shut up and disrespect them. But that's just my hot take.
Was after he was wanted for questioning after he spent the night harassing other streamers while in Korea, as he's currently in another criminal trial for harassing businesses while streaming. Why double down while you're in an ongoing criminal trial? But I mean, hey, the dude is essentially trying as hard as he can to get stranded in South Korea for as long as possible. This is essentially like Darwinism, but instead of passing, you just get locked in a cage, which is exactly where this guy is headed if he doesn't switch up how he acts and genuinely starts apologizing. He is still essentially riding on the high that Japan let him go after only 3 months of jail. And I guess it's just banking on the fact that South Korea will just do the same. Except the systems are very different, and South Korea has a whole lot more information than what the Japanese government did at the time. So to catch you guys up to speed with the most recent situation, and I'm saying recent situation because catching you guys up to the full situation would be like more than a 2-hour recap, as I've already done multiple 30-minute videos on this guy. But Johnny Somali, he's a nuisance IRL streamer who's essentially the most disliked streamer in the world. He's built what little of a career he has off of harassing people in public for his own content, and this has landed him into some hot water in multiple countries, most recently in South Korea, where he's now facing 4 charges in 1 court case with another court case pending. So the maximum sentence he can get from the first case that he's dealing with is 10 years in South Korean prison. Then of course the additional court case can just add from there on out, and since he's already a convicted criminal there, since he pled guilty, he's now going to be charged as a repeat offender in the next case. But we flew out there a few weeks ago, which was his first case, where he stumbled into the courtroom drunk and over an hour late because he spent the night before the trial drinking and being racist to the judge and prosecutor on his...
Yeah, that's just extremely fucking stupid. Like, when we talked about this before, it is so fucking dumb for you to show up to a court case drunk, belligerent, racist. Like, again, everything in a court case matters. You understand that? You don't have to go to a courtroom in a suit and tie. You don't. But if you don't show up to a courtroom in a suit and tie, especially if it's a jury trial, even if it's just a bench trial, you will be viewed a certain way. I'm not saying that's fair. I'm not saying that's how you should be judged. I'm saying that's how you will be judged, right? We know that. It's about maturity. It's about professionalism. You know, it's the same reason why that girl on TikTok, if you guys know what I'm talking about, quote-unquote office siren, whatever the fuck, lost her job because she dressed a certain way when she went to her job. You can be mad at me and it's a hot take. Not really. It's called professionalism. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying you should be judged on how you dress instead of judged on how you work. You definitely should be judged on the product of your work that you're putting out. But again, professionalism. So when you show up to a court case dressed all the way you want to dress, belligerent, acting all the way you want to act, it's going to affect your court case, whether you want it to or not. It's going to. So you need to be a mature fucking adult, man. Grow up.
His live stream. So I guess for some reason after the trial, he decides, okay, it's time to crash out yet again, because who enjoys freedom, I guess?
Y'all want chaos? Let me be your conduit. You want somebody that is going to crash out. I will be your man.
And that's exactly what he went on to do. And he really showed the world how he doesn't understand the world of trouble that he's actually in, because for some reason, he's still operating like he thinks he's in the U.S. and under U.S. law.
The fish stream was so legendary. Chat, I'm going to tell you right now, when I went to the courts, right? Look, they told the judge, this nigga was carrying a fish in public. That's a charge in Korea. It's like a $50, $100 fine. Apparently, it's a crime in Korea to cause anxiety. Apparently, I caused anxiety to somebody by carrying a stinky fish. How is that a crime? Carrying a stinky fish, how is that crime?
Bro, the stinky fish was probably just your body odor, but besides that, why are you doing stupid shit? Did you ever stop to question that? Why are you doing stupid shit? I find it so funny that people will proceed to do the most outrageous, outlandish, stupid shit that you could possibly think of, get in trouble for it, and then get on people to help them and say, why am I even in trouble for this? I shouldn't even be in trouble for this. It's reminiscent of, if you guys remember, there was a prankster that got popped inside of a mall, and there was a lot of dialogue back and forth. Look, I said he did not deserve to get shot. I said he did not deserve to get hurt and or, unalived. But at the same time, I said when you're approaching people, threatening to rob them, threatening to hurt them, and they're telling you to back up, they're telling you to don't touch them, and you continue to do so, fuck around and find out, right? Not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's a way of life. Again, you want to work on things, you want to change things, that is what it is. Go ahead, advocate, protest, I don't give a fuck. Go and talk to your legislator. But at the end of the day, right, society has some norms that you can't just push away. Okay? There's some things you can't do that you can't just get away with. And there are things in this country that are societal norms for their country that you can't do. And if you want to be respectful to that country when you visit it, maybe you should know what you're getting yourself into before you go to the country. Maybe you should know their norms. There's countries that I know if I go to, there's certain things I can't say, there's certain things I can't do. There's probably behavior that I have that I'm not allowed to display while I'm there. You understand? Now you can sit there and act like it's not fair, it's bullshit, whatever. That's their societal norms, just like we have our societal norms. It is what it is. Okay? You can talk about it, you can make videos about it, you can say how it shouldn't be what it is, or maybe it should be different, and that's okay. You have every right to your opinion. It doesn't change the fact that that's what it is. Okay? So, why don't you go ahead and do the right thing? Make a video about it. Talk about how things can be kind of ridiculous here. Like, you guys know that there are ridiculous laws on the books of South Korea. Now, out of respect for their country, I'm not going to go out and break these laws. But I do want to talk about them because I find them a little frustrating. That's a smart thing to do. But Johnny, you don't know how to be smart. I don't think you made a smart thought in the last few years. You just know how to be an ignorant, disgusting human being, and you're getting punished rightfully so. So grow up, and maybe you won't get punished again, huh? Or you'll get punished some more in prison.
Somebody fucking tell me.
Hey, welcome to the real world, buddy. If you break the law in a foreign country, even though that you didn't know that it was a law, that's on you. Now, often, especially in developed countries, they will give you some leniency if the crime isn't severe and you're apologetic. But he's doing none of that.
They told the judge this carried a stinky fish. He's kimchi every day. Talk about. Where's Nana? It's Nana outside. It's Nana outside. They told the judge this was twerking on the bus. This was twerking. How is that a crime?
Again. I'm not even going to say it again. You guys know what it is because a lot of you have common sense. Johnny lacks it. I don't understand how he is so just wrong. How do you go through life just so disrespectful? Like, it's just about respecting where you're at, right? When you walk into someone's home, they may have a rule where they don't want you to wear shoes and socks. Maybe a weird rule. Maybe they got some hardwood floors. Who knows? Are you really about to sit there with your shoes on and start fucking scuffing the floor up and be like, suck my dick, suck my dick, I'm dancing on your shit, fucking step dancing on your shit? Probably not. You're probably going to take your shoes off, take your socks off. And at that point, if you want to debate your friend on this rule, you can sit down, ask them about it, ask them why they have this rule. Display your emotion and tell them why you feel it's ridiculous. Johnny, be an adult. I know no one has ever told you this, but let me go ahead and tell you. Why don't you try being an adult for once, and maybe it will make your life a lot easier.
But when you do that on strangers, that's harassment. Congratulations. Dude is completely losing it because he's slowly realizing his actions actually have consequences. So, does he pack it up and apologize? Absolutely not. No, he doubles down. Yet again. He like 100ths down at this point. And then he starts blasting music inside of another convenience store, which he is currently in trial for doing that exact thing. Okay, so he goes on.
Do you learn? Is learning, like, difficult? Like, what is going on in your brain? Is your brain so smooth? Like, is there nothing happening up here? Like, nothing. It's just smooth. Just if we open your head, it's just a giant lump of muscle, smooth as a fucking chicken breast. Is that your brain? I think that's his brain. Johnny Somali's brain is just a smooth chicken breast. That's all it is.
And stream snipes and harasses multiple streamers, including a female streamer, where he ends up chasing her. She then finally gets to the police station and files a report alongside of the other person that he was stalking. Johnny then runs and hides to this hotel room with Hank. Hank is his only friend left there, and he's also the dude he wore the suit of for his trial. And here, this dynamic duo, I guess, proceeds to yet again make everything worse for themselves. First, he reacts to the stream of people, I guess, he harassed, where they said that he will be getting another misdemeanor in South Korea for what he did.
The police were like, they really wanted her to file a report against him.
File a report for what?
So,
For what?
And I mean, I think it's good because I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't really give a but
You're leaving tomorrow.
it puts something like stop all these streamers. You're just gonna have a million misdemeanors. I don't know what a misdemeanor really means, to be honest. I'm not a lawyer or anything, but apparently it's a misdemeanor. But at least they won't harass her again. I'm leaving tomorrow.
What do you mean? I'm on that tomorrow. If Nana's live, I'm on that.
It's basically the story.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Not on live, I'm on that bitch tomorrow. What does that mean, Johnny? You don't understand. That could be taken as a threat. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Why are you so immature? Why are you so immature, young man? What has happened in your life to lead you down this road of just infuriity? Like, what led you down this path? I want to know. We must study your brain. What happened to you as a child? What have you gone through? Please. Who hurt you? But again, I've said this once, I'll say it again. Some kids need to be spanked. Some kids need to be punished. This kid needed to be punished. Maybe if he was, he wouldn't be in the situation he is now. Because goddamn, this motherfucker has never been told no in his life. Has never known no in his life. Has never been shown any type of respect or how to give it any time in his life. And if he has, then goddamn, he is just, again, smooth chicken breast.
You think you stop me? If Nana's live, I'm on that tomorrow.
Well, that's a threat, and that's also going to be showed in trial. What's the point of the stream other than making everything worse for yourself in court? Like, I get he's drunk, and his decision-making is terrible, but it gets to a point where, buddy, this is ridiculous. I'm just kind of at a loss of words for this point, but it's about to get so much worse, because from that stream, they found out they're wanted from the police for questioning. So they call the police themselves for content.
Let's talk to these. So, Hank, the police want to talk to me right now?
Yes.
Can we call them right now?
Yes.
Call them right now. Let's put on speaker. Yo, on content. Apparently, Hank called the police station, and the police want to talk right now. So we're going to put it on speaker, right, Hank?
Cops gonna call you?
No, they didn't call me. They want to talk. Who's this, Mapo?
네, 그 방금 그 Johnny Somali 친구랑 전화한 친구인데요. 그 Johnny랑 통화하고 싶다고 해서 지금 Johnny 옆에 있거든요.
조니 소말리랑 지금 어떤 연락을 받으신 거예요?
누가 그 Johnny가
네.
뭐를 했다고 하면서 거짓으로 신고를 했어요.
잠시만요.
네.
Did they really just think that calling and saying someone just falsely reported him is going to get the charge dropped? Well,
Yes. Yes. Because that is Johnny Somali. He is used to getting what he wants. He is used to being let off easy. He is used to not having to deal with the consequences of his actions. Being a child. So, if he feels like... That's why I'm saying, okay? A lot of people got mad, right? When I was talking about Johnny before. about me bringing up bad parenting and shit like that, because I don't know his parents. Maybe they were great parents, blah, blah, blah. And they might have been, by the way, right? But if I'm doing deductive reasoning, I'm saying it's more likely than not the parent was probably bad. You can have a car that lasts you years and never do any maintenance on it. You can also have a car that lasts you months and you do all the maintenance on it and it still just breaks down. But most of the time, you show me a car that's lasted years, you're going to find an owner that has done maintenance on it, time in and time out and taking care of it. And you show me a car that's lasted months, you're going to find me an owner that has not taken care of it at all and slacked off on it and let it go to dust. So if you find me a kid that's a terrible kid like this one, that grew up to be a shitty adult, most of the time, the parents just weren't good. Not necessarily abusive, not necessarily terrible human beings. Maybe they just could have been passive, wasn't there to really raise him, let him do what he wants, was more of a friend than a parent. Most of the time that's the case. Now maybe they're part of the small percentage where they raised him right, gave him the right life, and he still just fucked it all away. Like I said, he is smooth brain, chicken breast, right? But again, this kind of displays behavior of, I call, they give me what I want, right? I just say, hey, drop it, they give me what I want. That's not how the real world works, Johnny. You don't get to just call a police station, tell them to drop a charge on you because you want it dropped. Sorry, buddy, you gotta take that charge.
Well, let's see how that pans out for them.
These are the police?
Yeah, that's the police.
They speak English or only Korean?
English.
They speak English?
No, wait. Oh, no.
You don't know? So when you called the station, tell them what happened. Tell them the same story. I don't know. Tell them the information. You called the station and what they say.
I called the station. Said that they were illegally streaming in... 네? 네?
네, 선생님 혹시 한국 분이신가요?
저 한국 사람입니다.
그러니까 신고한다는 얘기를 듣고 지금 그것 때문에 전화를 하셨다는 말씀이시죠?
네. 그리고 그 신고한 사람이 불법적으로 그 파출소 안에서 그 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 하고 막 그랬어요.
그 사람이 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 했다고요?
네. 경찰관들 얼굴도 찍고 막 그랬어요.
Okay, so just because someone else did something wrong doesn't negate his actions.
지구대 안에서요? 그
네.
영상 혹시 가지고 계세요?
그 영상을 그 다른 사람이 저한테 보내줬는데 그걸 제가 한번 보고 나중에 보내줄게요.
그거는 뭐 지구대 안에서 스트리밍한 것 자체가 뭐 처벌이 되진 않으니까.
I mean, when you realize your client is the one that actually committed the crimes. Obviously, Johnny isn't his client.
Damn, I thought they did commit a crime, and it's like, oh fuck, they're gonna try to crime for crime. We going bad for bad with crimes right now? That's crazy. Crime for crime. Take my crime away. Take their crime instead, huh? Crime for crime? And then they said, actually, homie, that's not a crime. It's like, oh, fuck.
Client. This is just his friend who's always there trying to dig Johnny out of trouble. And unfortunately, he just doesn't realize that Johnny is a sinking ship that will drag everyone around him down with him if he could.
지금 뭐 어떤 게 정확히 확인하고 싶으신 거예요?
누가 얘 상대로 거짓으로 신고를 했는데
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck do you want, dude? What do you want? Why are you calling?
네. 그 거짓으로 신고를 한 게 무슨 내 내용인지 접수가 됐는지 그거를 좀 알고자 합니다.
일단은 뭐 그 신고자는
What are they saying, Hank?
일단은
네.
그 지금 말씀하시는 신고자는
네.
본인이 그냥 길에서 방송하고 있는데
네.
뭐
I don't even know what they're saying.
뭐 이런 진술이었거든요.
네.
그래서 그걸로 저희가 일단 사과 접수는 했고요. 나중에 경찰서에서 연락이 가면
네.
Ah, they opened the case. And guess what? It's all on stream. You fucking dipshit. So, that's nice. That's nice.
정상 출석해서 본인이 뭐 억울한 부분이나 이런 거 진술을 하시면 될 것 같아요.
근데 쫓아간 것만으로는 불법이 아니잖아요.
그러니까 그거를
네.
아니 뭐 충분히 그것도 뭐 소지가 있죠. 그러니까 그거는 출석하셔가지고
This
Yeah, like, everything is online. You were chasing them and harassing them and stalking them, and all of that is on stream. Every single one of that is on stream. All the videos are on stream. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, Johnny, because it doesn't seem like you're ever going to stop doing crime. So let me go ahead and just give you a little bit of advice, since you're going to keep doing it anyway, right? If you're going to continue to do crime, Maybe stop making sure that it's recorded on stream and video for it to be used against you. That's my little bit of advice to you, Johnny. That's all I got to say, though.
Whole phone call is just a bad idea, like everything else they do. Hey, so that's not illegal, right? Well, yeah, and they have plenty of evidence. So if he came to the police station to tell his side, that would be great. I mean, dude, Buddy is hooked, but he is about to make sure that he is beyond well done. As dude's about to be congratulations by the time this full clip is over.
죄명이 뭐예요?
불안감 조성으로 했어요. 불안감 조성으로.
불안감 조성으로요?
네.
근데 걔가 걔를 육체적으로 건들지도 않았고 그냥
그러니까 그거를 지금 저희한테 따지실 거는 아니고
네.
저희가 확인을 하려고 했는데 뭐 저희를 만나질 못했잖아요. 저희도 계속 찾아다녔는데
네.
그래서 확인이 안 되니까 일단 피해자 지수를 가지고 저희는 사건 접수를 했어요. 그것만으로 처벌되는 게
See? Since we could not get his side, he did not want to talk to us, we decided to go with the victim's statement. Now, obviously, if you want to say that sounds kind of fucked, sure. That's the way they do shit. Now, he said this alone won't lead to punishment, so when he's contacted for further investigation later, he's probably going to say he should answer some questions.
아니기 때문에
네.
처음에 조사하라고 연락이 가면
네.
출석하셔가지고 본인은 그런 적
Yeah,
없다고
he
본인이
can
주장하시면
cooperate,
돼요.
yep.
근데 증거 없으면 기각시키면
그러니까
안 되는 거 아니에요?
우리가 사건 접수했다고 무조건 처벌되는 게 아니라
Just because they filed a case doesn't mean there will automatically be a punishment.
네.
조사 받을 때
Why he not speaking
따질
English?
거고
네.
그 행위에 대한 걸 다 따질 거니까 그때 본인이 분이 소말리
Why is he not speaking English? Probably because it's a Korean fucking... I don't know, Johnny. Why aren't you speaking Korean? You're in South Korea and you're not speaking Korean. Maybe that? The fuck? What are you talking... Why is he speaking English? Probably because they can't speak English. Maybe they speak broken English. Because it's Korea. So they speak Korean. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how language works? Isn't it crazy how logic works? Shit's wild when you use your brain, man. But it's hard for Johnny, because again, chicken breast.
본인이
네.
나는 억울하다 이런 적 없다고 소명하시고 그거에 대해서 증거를 못 찾으면
Again, Johnny's largest problem is he live streams everything he does. So congratulations yet again, Johnny, on being your own star witness against yourself. At this point, the dude is just the dumbest criminal in the world. And he's basically going to be stuck in South Korea for years because of essentially a bunch of misdemeanors simply due to how stupid he's acting after he got caught. But he's about to also make things infinitely worse for himself yet again, as soon as he finds out they're officially investigating him for this as well.
Trent, can I talk to him? What is he saying? Tell me.
이해하시면 돼요.
알겠습니다.
What is he saying?
예, 늦었죠?
Can I say one more thing then?
잠깐만요. Johnny가 무슨 말하고 싶대요? They're trying to they're trying to like investigate you for causing anxiety.
Shut the fuck up, you ass. I hung up on that chest.
Yep. That is Johnny. I don't think we can expect or think we could ever expect anything else from Johnny Mr. Somali. I think that is him. That's him. Yeah. So that's Johnny.
That's going to be played in court as well. I mean, congratulations, Johnny, for ruining your life for basically zero upside. You're really cool for doing all this stuff, man. Just keep it up. It's honestly just kind of astonishing to watch at this point. Like, just keep up the good work, dude, because I can really see that you're working hard to get that full 10-year prison sentence. And for what upside? From some attention from like 30 viewers on a stream? It just does not make sense whatsoever.
All right, so I'm filming this the day after I recorded the previous video, but I'm now aware that he was apparently arrested this morning, shirtless, dancing drunk in the middle of Seoul. So stay tuned for the next video, because I guess we're covering that then. I mean, this saga just never ends, and somehow this guy just finds a new low every day at this point.
If you want to watch another insane story of how a woman essentially ruined her life making TikTok videos of herself peeing on grocery store goods, you can...
Hey, I talked about that. Thanks, Atozy. That was a good video. We're probably not going to watch Atozy's next video on him getting arrested. We're probably going to wait, because he made a video that I was going to react to, but I just said we'll wait one more day. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait and see when he's actually, like, convicted at this point, because it doesn't seem like he's going to stop. If I made a video every single time Johnny did something, I'd have, like, 20 videos about the guy at this point. So we're going to wait until Johnny actually gets convicted, and whether or not his punishment is, and we'll go ahead and talk about it one more time to close out that chapter. But hey, looks like Jack Doherty is up to some bullshit again. Haven't talked about him in a while, so that's probably going to be my next video. But until next time, my friends, I love you. See ya. Please use all the little grooves that you got in your brain. All the little grooves you got, huh? please use them. Please use them. And have a good day. Be safe. Love you. Peace out.